So now we will look at questions 6 to 10 of this Econ 1 specimen paper. Question 6 asks, which of the following is a public good? A public good is non-excludable and non-rival. Non-excludable means that you cannot exclude someone from receiving the benefit from it. And non-rival means the consumption of it by one individual does not decrease the amount available for another individual. The only good out of these four goods is defense. Defense you cannot exclude a citizen from receiving the benefit of defense, and one individual's consumption of defense does not decrease the amount available for someone else. All of the other ones can be excluded and are rivalrous. Question 7 asks, it has been estimated that the price elasticity of demand of flood defences is 0.25 in the short run and 1.25 in the long run. Which of the following combinations of statement is correct? So we've got the price elasticity of supply in the short run and the price elasticity of supply in the long run. If PES is less than 1, it is said to be elastic, which means that the price increase will be greater than the supply increase, which makes sense because it takes a while for flood defences to be built. These firms can't adjust really quickly, whereas in the long run they can. So a PES of 0.25 in the short run means that in the short run we have inelastic PES, and a PES value of 1.25 in the long run means that flood defense supply is elastic, which means that we have answer C. Question 8 asks, which of the following statements is normative? A normative statement is something that cannot be tested, whereas a positive one can be tested. For these questions, you can, because there's 4 options, you can just look at them and you can just see, because they would always do 1 of what they're asking for and 3 of the other one. So the first one, an increase in the indirect tax on cigarettes will increase the price of cigarettes. That can easily be tested. B, people aged under 21 are more likely to smoke than people over 30 years old. We can easily test that. We can find some data on it, see if it's true. C, people should not be allowed to smoke in private cars. How there is no way we can test whether this should or should not happen, or does it happen. We can't test this, it's just an opinion. So there's the answer for this question, answer C. D, smoking can damage your health. We can test that. We can have a look at the cancers from smoking and different health related diseases, and we can see if smoking does or doesn't damage your health. But with these questions, it's mainly looking at which one is the odd one out and then going from there and just choosing the one that it's meant to be. But obviously try to remember what is which one's which. Question 9 is, which of the following is an external cost of production? An external cost of production is a cost that is incurred on society. It's an externality. So it's something that is produced in consumption or production and received in production or consumption by an unwilling free rider. So we're looking at a cost that incurs in this production on society. The only one that is a cost out of these 3 is the cost of traffic congestion resulting from opening a new factory. The factory doesn't really bear the cost of this. It's society that bears it. From this factory operating, society has more traffic, they spend more time waiting in traffic jams, congestion, more pollution results in this because cars are just sitting stationary. The other ones aren't external costs. Question 10. The diagram below shows the market for a product. The current demand curve is D and the current supply curve is S. Consumers are underestimating the benefit arising from the consumption of the product. Which of the following Which of the following changes in demand, supply and price would reduce this underconsumption? So we just got to look at what the effects of each one of these are. So A, for demand we see an extension. This means that the demand curve stays the same at D and we just move slightly further along it. In order for us to move along our demand curve, we must have a change in supply. Supply for A increases. This means that supply shifts to the right. This does cause the extension of the demand curve that we expect, and it decreases the price. So this is the correct answer for this one. I'll just go through the other ones.